You don't want zero problems, big fella.
I don't even think you can read that.
So we're ready tonight.
Yes.
Let's go.
How'd you like that Super Bowl win?
They won. They got outcoached in the second half. They didn't make any adjustments and they lost.
Meanwhile, what did I say? New England was going to outlast them. So there we go.
Look, Atlanta got outcoached in the second half. All right, that's what happened. If anybody knows the game of football, they know that. Now, these little people who think they know football because they watch Super Bowl don't know nothing.
Let's take a look into our top tier tweet of the week. Did you see Myles Garrett's video?
Why you want to go to the Cowboys, man?
I guess I'm confused as to what's wrong with this proposal.
You want to be with Jerry Jones, and his undecisive. I was about to say something ignorant, but I don't want to do that.
I'm speaking to you, Jerry. Mr. Garrett, make it happen. Dak Prescott is leading our team right now. I need you to take Tony Romo, take a couple picks, and give them to Cleveland so you can pick me up. Please, I love to play in Dallas. Just make it happen.
On second thought, I wish you the best of luck, and I hope they take you. It ain't gonna happen, but I hope they take you, man.
So why don't you want him to go to Jerry?
Because I want him to be on a successful team. I don't want him in Cleveland.
Well, then you ain't got too many other options.
And I don't want him in Dallas. Dallas is too dysfunctional. That's Myles deserves to be somewhere better than that. I don't know.
Myles, I want you with the Cowboys. I don't want you to have to suffer through Cleveland. I don't think anybody wants you to have to suffer through Cleveland. But whatever.
I don't want that.
Exactly. Anyway.
But ain't that hard when you get paid $24 million?
Welcome in to Way Off, your weekly dose of everything sport, a little society, and a crap ton of foolishness for the sports novice and the sports junkie alike.
That spray paint making me feel some type of way.
Well, why'd you spray paint?
I don't know. Here we go. Come on. Let's go.
I'm Dominique, and this is
Jordan, owner of Pugh Training.
We're not doing
Sports
this today.
Performance.
Happy Valentine's Day, guys. Jordan, what do you love?
My wife.
That's great.
And my family. That includes you too. But my wife and my little girl that's on the way. Oh my God!
I love my pillow. I love this A&M hat because I wear it every week and it's the only one that's weave approved. I love my Fresh Prince of Bel-Air t-shirt. And most importantly, as the sign says, I love Roger Goodell. He is the only person who can be scammed into making a lot of money to be everybody else's insert cuss word.
Do you think Roger Goodell really cares about what people think about him?
Nope, because that paycheck, that's fine.
He take his $34 million and all right.
Out of all the things that he's talking about, things that I've heard the most is that he needs to simmer down a bit. That he needs to kind of chill out with his comments.
LeBron.
What are we looking at?
LeBron can say what he wants to say, but at the end of the day, you look like. I mean, he looks like a punk, man. Like.
Why does he look like a punk?
Just play basketball. Just say what you
okay.
want. Just say what you want to say inside. Now, he's earned the right to do that. Like.
Exactly.
I'm saying he's earned that right. But at the end of the day, I mean, people are gonna have their opinions. You look like you're whining. The problem is you gave a player who LeBron is too much power and too much control as an owner. That's what happened, and that's why he's speaking out like that. So the owner needs to do one of two things. Either he needs to say LeBron is running this team, or the owner needs to step in and be like, LeBron, shut your mouth and play basketball.
LeBron James has earned the right. He's earned the right to say whatever he wants to say. The reason being because he's handled himself with diligence, that doesn't even make sense. He's handled himself with class, he's handled himself with dignity, he's worked hard, he's been successful on and off, he knows the ins and the outs. And I think it's past basketball. I think he's doing it just to give players another narrative, to give players the opportunity to speak out, because it's almost like he has to be the front runner. He's said a bunch of things and we've respected him for it over time, but we just don't place as much emphasis on it. Now it's starting to get to the point where he's clapping back at everybody and everybody has a problem with it. I think he deserves that right. He deserves the right because he's within bounds. He's not saying anything that isn't factual. And while you call out your employer, if your employer is doing something wrong, What's the problem?
Every right to speak out, but every player is going to have, there's a consequence for speaking out.
Right.
At the end of the day, LeBron has power, but
Exactly.
LeBron is not the owner. Third thing.
But better handle it with LeBron than anybody else because Carmelo doesn't have that.
But third thing. So what is he speaking out on?
Everything.
No,
I think
he's
it's
not-
giving him an
no,
opportunity to talk about whatever he wants. He's setting his platform.
That's no different than any other player. The only difference is LeBron saying it.
Right.
So since LeBron's saying it, he's getting more media coverage. If J.R. Smith says it, oh, that's nice, J.R. But if LeBron,
Exactly. So now you know, but it's almost like Sherman.
But it doesn't matter.
But it's almost like Sherman having that narrative within the league because now you
doesn't
question
matter.
all the practices of the league, right?
No, that's already been. I've already been practicing. Questioning.
But I'm just saying, you have, but the average viewer hasn't. So when Richard Sherman brings it out, or when Martellus Bennett or Michael Bennett or any of those players bring that out, now you're starting a narrative. It's like you're questioning. You're making sure that everything is right. Because now it's like, if a player has something to say, he has the opportunity to say it because there was a front runner there who did it, who did it the right way, who did his job, and now you can say it.
Well, players have been doing that for a long time. But at the end of the day, it ain't going to matter because the fan wants the product. Until the fan doesn't want the product anymore, then it's not going to matter.
But the fan also wants the drama.
Baylor's a piece of crap. That's what that
Okay,
is.
so here's the thing.
You know what was going on? Over 100 plus within, 5 years? Y'all are crap.
There are 52
Y'all don't even need to have a program, period. I don't even know why we even talk about it.
I think everybody wants them to get the death penalty. Here's the other thing that I feel like people aren't talking about. Their new coach, Matt Rule, he brought with him his former assistant, I don't know what his name was, Washington or something like that, and who just got arrested on prostitution charges. Soliciting prostitution. Are you out of your ever? This is what concerns me. Was it Art Briles' point that he didn't know what was going on? Granted, he did, because there are plenty of text messages that I'll provide all the links below where you can go find out what he said, but obviously, with him saying that he didn't know what was going on, bruh. Again, he rescinded the lawsuit, but this is my point. My point being, oh boy, you just hired a coach who doesn't know what's going on with his own staff. That's exactly what we saw in the Brow situation, and nobody is talking about that. So now the Big 12 is taking 25% in revenue because they want answers. Granted, I get why they're doing it, and they don't want to close the program, but at the end of the day, bro, what are you doing? You just hired a coach that doesn't know what's going on with his own staff, so you're going to repeat the same thing.
First of all, it's not on the coach to police every player, because you can't do it. It's impossible. You're not going to know what they're doing in their downtime. There's no way to police that.
Right.
Here's the problem. Let me say this. There's no way to police a coach that you hire. He's a grown man. Whatever he does at home or out of the football facility, first of all.
How do you not know what he's doing? You were with him at 2 different schools.
But it doesn't matter. What I'm saying is you don't know everything about everybody. Now, here's the problem. But when you do find out and you do nothing about it, that's the problem.
That's the problem. I agree.
So people were getting mad saying, how could you hire this guy who did that? Well, I'm pretty sure that he didn't know he was doing it until it came out. But
does it not question how well or how thorough you are? You're searching into these people and you're looking into these people.
I understand that. But at the end of the day, you don't know what they do behind closed doors. There's no way to 100% police that. So to get on coaches about policing people behind closed doors, you can't do that.
I personally feel like you spend too much time with the coaching staff.
The way that you police it is when you find out that something has happened, when you find out that there's a problem, you respond as soon as you find out. It's one thing to not know, it's another thing to know and do nothing about it. Mm-hmm. Those are two totally different subjects. Mm-hmm. And so for Briles to know all that stuff was going on and do nothing about it, that's a problem.
But at the end of the day, I just feel like there should have been some clues somewhere, because as a coach, you spend too much time with your coaching staff. You practically live in that office to not know. But anyway, moving on.
There's people who live in the same house with people who are cheating on them. They don't know. And you can sit there and have the clues and all that, but at the end of the day,
if you have a reasonable doubt, you need to look into it.
I'm not gonna get no stats because the stats already speak for themselves. T.O.'s a Hall of Famer. All right, last time I checked, the Hall of Fame was based on what you did on the football field. There's plenty of Hall of Famers who've had drug cases, domestic disputes.
Yeah, all drug cases?
Yes, all that stuff. Prime one, Lawrence Taylor. You're talking about, well, he's been on a lot of different teams. Well, last time I checked, there was guys who played in the Hall of Fame who were on 3 or 4 different teams.
Right.
Last time I checked, there was a guy named Kurt Warner who wasn't even in the league. He was bagging groceries in Iowa. They ain't even no black people in Iowa other than at the University of Iowa and Iowa State. He was bagging groceries at Iowa, but yet he can make the Hall of Fame in only a 4-year span. He had a great 4-year span. T.O. did it over a decade of time. These people are letting their personal opinions, Dan Faust, if I have to throw a name out there, letting personal opinions based on no knowledge, based on no experience with T.O. while he was playing, get in the way of him getting in the Hall of Fame. You can make any type of argument, case you want about on, off the field. At the end of the day, do his numbers line up? Don't put some popcorn in his face after he scored a touchdown and so he can't get it to the team.
But you know what? The thing that gets me to question is, what did you do to piss so many people off that they feel like? Now, you know he's going to get in.
What T.O. did.
Are we more concerned about the fact that he wasn't a first round, ballot person, or are we more because we all know that he's going to get in. But is it like, why are we concerned about the time? I'm not
concerned about time. I don't care if it's 10 years from now. What I care about is what people are saying.
The reasons.
That's what I care about.
Yeah,
I don't give 2 craps if it's 4 years from now.
But I feel like all the people who are throwing in their opinion, though, had nothing to do with the vote, and that's what makes me question. First off, we need to figure out who was voting.
And then you put a kicker in before. Are we being for real right now? Lawrence Taylor had prostitutes come to the hotel room where the team was staying. And T.O. can't get in?
I feel like that's annoying.
Because he had an argument on the sideline with a quarterback? Man, please. Y'all been going somewhere with that, man.
Who doesn't have an argument on the sideline? Yeah. Hey guys, this is Dom's Details, where I literally detail whatever's floating through my mind during the week. This week, Valentine's Day specific. So if you're in the hunt for a significant other to do something with on Valentine's Day, you probably have no hope at this point. But there is hope, because the Cowboys probably have a Super Bowl run coming next year. Which leads me to why I'm here at the Ford Center, or the Star, aka Cowboys headquarters here in Frisco. They do tours on Valentine's Day, guys, so get on that. It's something cool to look at, something to bring your spirits up, something you can definitely do by yourself. If not that, go to Deep Ellum. Deep Ellum is one of my favorite places. They're having concerts galore over there. I know Juicy J is coming into town. R. Kelly is coming into town. You guys make sure to check that out. You can go to dude214.com to check out more of that, and I'll leave that below. By the way, if you have any events that you want us to broadcast on the show, let us know. #DomDetails. Hit me up on Twitter. I got you covered. We'll go ahead and put you in the show. We can have a little bit of fun, get you some exposure. All right, I'm gonna send you guys back to the show. Got 10 seconds. Give me a phrase. Steve Sarkisian.
I don't want to say it.
As Atlanta OC.
Drunk.
Kelly for OC at Alabama.
No.
Yes. Cockroach crawling up a lady's nose and walking through her skull.
Can you not breathe? My God.
While she was sleeping.
That's not one
While
word.
she was sleeping.
Wake up. Wait.
How heavy do you have to sleep? Harambe Cheeto that sold for $100,000.
Y'all need to do something with your life. Okay. I'm sorry.
I don't even think Harambe was worth $100,000.
That was a Cheeto? My God, man. That was stupid.
Westbrook Katie. Westbrook Katie. What the heck did I... Westbrook. It was... Oh, I got
Westbrook needs to get over it. I think they best friends. They just...
Exactly. I can't be the only one that's singing that. Browns lowering their ticket prices.
About time. Next. Let people in for free. What y'all been doing?
You should have all access to the locker room or something. Richard Smith getting fired and claiming that it had nothing to do with the Patriots making a 31-0 run to come back and win the Super Bowl.
You know what? I agree. Because one game is not going to get you fired.
Yeah, that's a hell of a game to lose. Super Bowl 51.
The most pitiful choke job I've ever seen in my life by a football team.
The most pitiful what?
Choke job.
Oh. I was like,
most pitiful. I'm Jordan Pugh. I'm way off, and I'm off this show. I ain't got nothing else to talk about. At the end of the day, it was terrible. They ain't make no adjustments, no nothing. What kind of mess is that? And let me tell you something else. To be up 25 points, you can't even get 3 points to even go ahead 11 points. That's stupid. Another thing. There is nobody that good in NFL that you can just come back by that much without help from the other team. And Atlanta sure helped in losing the game. Sorry, suckers.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for us here at Way Off. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back with more skits, more drama, and a special appearance from Coach Couch. Y'all stay tuned to next week. Make sure to tweet us with those hashtags that we put below, and we'll make sure to mention you. Way Off, Way Out.